Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing some tips and tricks for hooded eyes. So on the left side, I'm going to do my eyeshadow and my eyes the way we have all known and been taught since like childhood, how to do eyeshadow. And on my right side, I'm going to do my eye catered for the hooded eye. Hooded eyes, us girls, you know, our hooded eyes, they have some special needs. So we gotta tweak it just a bit, just to give us that more wide awake, more open, brightened look that everybody's going for. So I'm just gonna pop off camera and do my face, and then we'll get started. I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay guys, I'm back. I've got my face on and we're ready to get started. Now remember, on my left eye, we're gonna do things old school, and on my right eye, I'm gonna show you all the tips and tricks that I've learned along the way. So let's just get started. All right, so the very first thing we're gonna do, so old school style, we've learned to just put the pigment on, right? So I'm just gonna start with, let's see, let me grab a different brush so that I'm not switching brushes. Okay. So old school first, we know, just put the color on your lid. So I'm working with Jeffree Star's Thirsty palette. I love this palette. I like this palette because it's very wearable, but it's also fun at the same time. So I'm just gonna go straight for Kumquat right here. I'm just gonna put that on my, as we've all known and taught, we're just gonna go straight on the lid. Right? This is what everybody's been taught. And I'm just gonna stick it to the lid. This is the way we've all been taught. Ooh, pretty color while its eyes closed. But the minute you open, it disappears completely. You can't see it at all. All right, so we're just gonna get that in there. All right. Now, I'm gonna go in with a clean brush for the other side. So I'm gonna start for this other side. Instead of going on my whole lid like you've seen me do on this one side, on this side, I'm gonna go actually for this perched color. It's a nice bone white color. We're gonna start there, right? And it's so funny because it's almost the same color as this brush bristles. And I'm gonna take the perched in my inner corner. I'm just gonna pack it in there. And on my upper brow bone as well. I want that pretty color in there. And it seems like not much now, but later you'll see what I'm doing with it. Okay. All right, the inner corner and the brow bone. Cool. And I'm actually gonna take that down a little bit to right here to brighten things up in that space, because that's the not so nice space. And I'm also putting on my lower lash line on my inner corner. Okay, so that's brightened up my inner corner and my brow bone pretty good. All right, now I'm going to switch colors, and I'm gonna go in for that Kumquat shade on my right eye. So back into Kumquat, and instead of putting it on my whole lid, I'm gonna go for my crease and my brow bone and just a little bit higher. So start with the crease. Okay. You really just want it in the crease and on the outer corner only. Now, while you can see it a little bit, I want it up higher. We want it a little higher so we can see it. So we're basically going above the crease with the pigment. Going above the crease. Now, I'm a big fan of blending it out. So I am going to get my pigment where I want it. All right, and then I'm going to take a nice fluffy fat brush This is the Morphe M173 big fat bristle guy. I like him because he's great for blending out the eye. Really, I'm just going to use him to blend. Okay, blend it out. Now if you see, I've only done the 2 shades. I did the parched and I did the kumquat, and I've only got parched on this eye, or not parched, kumquat on this eye, and it's on my lid, but when I have my eyes open you can't see it at all. But over on my right eye you can see the pigment because I've put it in my crease and on my, actually on, I guess what you would call the hood. I put it on top of the hood. So when I open my eye you can really see it. Okay. So now I want to deepen this up and kind of give it a little bit of a smoked out look on this side. So I'm going to go in with stroke. Now if you notice I'm going for neutral colors because, you know, this is like, you know, kind of a nude, neutral, everyday kind of look, right? These techniques can be applied to any color. The idea is you want the brighter colors on the inner corner and you want the deeper colors on the crease and the outer corner and on the brow bone, like on your hood. So here goes the deeper color. I'm gonna go in the crease and my outer corner only with the deeper color. That way it looks like, it gives it that smoked out look that everybody loves. So here we go, stroked out. If you notice, I'm not really closing my eye because I need to be able to see what I'm doing. And 2, it shows me where I need to be putting this pigment when I have my eye open, because when you close your eye, you can't really see it. Like you can see it when you close your eye, but when you open, you need to know if you could see your pigment. All right, so that's really got that going. And I just want to bring that color in on my lid a little bit. So there, now I've got it only on the outer corner and on that hood. So you can really see the pigment and it's really giving me an open eye, right? Now I'm gonna take the deeper shade again on the other eye, old school style, and show you the difference with the deeper shade. All right, so taking stroke on the outer corner the way we were taught, old school. So that's just right there. This is where we were all taught to put the dark shade right there on the lid. Not going anywhere with it. Now if you see, that really looks like my left eye is very closed off looking and my right eye is wide awake. So that's really neat. Another trick that I like to do is I like to bring my pigment on my lower lash line because that just really gives it a pop. So I want to go back in with kumquat because that's the lighter of the 2 shades that I used. And I just want to bring that color down to kind of complete the color look. So I'm just going to bring it, I'm not going to go all the way, I'm only going to do about halfway from my outer corner on my lower lash line just to bring that color down here some. I don't want to go all the way in because then it'll make my eye look more closed. So you see, so there's the big difference between shadow old school and shadow new school. It's a huge difference, and it really makes it. All right, so the next thing we're gonna learn is eyeliner. Eyeliner can be your best friend or your worst enemy, especially when it comes to, I need to put my eyes on so I can see where I put my eyeliner. I'm just going to go with, you know, the Old Faithful, just a cream, my phone's making noise, that's funny, just a cream eyeliner. This one's not really gonna match this look at all, but it'll be fun and funky, so whatever. And I've also got, so I've got a darker shade and I've got a white shade. And they're both like pencils, creams, whatever. This is nothing new for us. And the reason I want this white is because when you use a white on your lower lash line, your lower waterline, it gives you almost a doll-like effect. So let's do this. Ooh, almost lost my eyeliner. Okay. So, eyeliner old school. The no-nos. So, the no-no is to just draw a big fat line straight across, right? And hope for the best. And if you notice, old school style, I'm closing my eye. Right, and I'm gonna try for a wing. This is how we did it in school. All right, nice fat line with a wing, which looks pretty okay there, but when I open my eye, it takes up so much space on my lid that it makes my eye look very closed off. Okay, so between the hidden eyeshadow and the fat line, it's just really taken away. All right, so other side, the easier way. I'm gonna switch mirrors because this one is smaller and easier. All right, so for my for my eyeliner, I'm gonna keep my eyes open. One, so I can see what I'm doing, and two, because you need to be able to cross that crease with your wing. So I like to do what's called tightlining my eyeliner. And so that's really just using the eyeliner to accentuate your lash line. Okay, I'm not gonna do a fat line. I'm not even gonna go all the way. I'm just gonna start about midline of my eyelid. And I'm gonna go real close to my lashes. Nice thin line. So if you don't want to do a wing, that's really nice. Okay, it's just enough to accentuate, but not take away from my lid. All right, so now we're gonna try for the wing. All right, so I'm gonna keep my eye open. That way I can see where I want my wing to go. And if you notice, I got it kind of up at an angle with the mirror because I want to see where that line's gonna go, right? And I want to go straight across that crease. This is not easy to do with the dry pencil, but let me give you that outline. Okay. All right, so now when I close my eye, you can see I've got like this choppy line here. That's fine. We want to see the choppy line because then that's for us to connect the dots, right? And then I'm just gonna connect. So I'm gonna connect from here to here. I don't know if you guys can see that. So connecting from this point to this point with the line. And I'm going to switch to a liquid liner for this because it's so much easier to do these wings with a liquid than it is with a pencil. All right. So I'm just going to follow that line that I gave myself. Okay. All right, so there's my line. I want to connect my dots. I'm going to raise my eyebrows real high so I can see where the dots are. Okay, so there's the start of my wing with my hood. Okay, so now I'm just going to follow that liner. I placed earlier, I'm tight lining it. Tight line that liner. Now when you get to this section, you want to connect from here to over here. And you literally just fill it in. And keep your eye open so you can see where it needs to go. It's going to look crazy when you close your eye, but you want it, it's supposed to look crazy. That's how it looks when you have hooded eyes. so that when you open your eye, your line is nice and straight. So I'm just gonna connect with the eye open. Once I open my eye, you'll be like, oh. So it's like it's got like a little tooth right here. We want that tooth. All right, so there it is. So old school, and even with liquid liner for the old school, just to like show you how dramatic of a difference this makes. Big fat line here. Now bear with me with these wings too, because even though I know how to do it, I'm not very good at it. So now you see how dramatic of a difference it is with the big fat line on one side versus tight lining it and going across the crease of the hood and just kind of filling it in. So when you close your eye, you should see that little hook. It's almost like a little tooth sticking there. That's because of your crease. That's fine, that's perfectly normal. That's what it's supposed to look like when you have hooded eyes, so that when you relax and you open your eyes, the wing is there and it's beautiful. Those of us who are really good at doing this, it looks amazing. It's very clean cut. Not so much for me because I kind of really suck at eyeliner, but that's okay. It's an art. It's not supposed to be perfect. So, all right, so we've gone over how to do a wing with hood. We've gone over shadow placement, pigment placement. So remember, we want to stick with the lighter colors on the inner corner, the darker colors on the outer. With the hood, we want to go on the hood with the pigments, not in the corner. All right, so let's put some shimmer in here because it's not a look without some sparkle. So what I'm going to do for sparkle is I like to go for a lighter color sparkle. So like the Thirsty palette has all these different shades in here that are shimmers, right? If I go for a darker one and put that on my lid, it's really gonna like make it closed off again. So we don't want to go for the darker. I'm always going after the lighter shades. So I'm gonna go right here with Divine, this nice beautiful silver shade. I'm gonna use my finger to put that on. And I'm just gonna tap it on there. Just tap it on there, and I'm really only gonna put it where that lighter parched shade is. And just kind of drag it towards the middle, and like, because that's going to give it like a blending effect. Okay, and then you can also put that same shade in your inner corner to bring it a little bit of sparkle there. Give it a little bit of a highlight. Okay, so there is open eye, closed eye. So remember we talked about that lower lash line with that white, giving it that doll effect. So I like to do this with a pencil liner instead of a liquid liner, just because I feel like with the liquids it will get in my eye and it's not fun. But I do like the pencil. So we're gonna just do the waterline on there. And the difference is insane. You don't think that it does a big deal, but it does. If you notice, I'm not really dragging my eyelid down. I don't want to drag it down because that's going to increase wrinkles and bags and whatnot. I'm just barely moving it to flip it out. Okay. Just the white on the waterline. It's going to help open your eye. Okay, so again, that really opened it up quite a bit, the lighter color. And you can use like a white on the waterline, or you can use like even a peach shade, which is more of a subdued color, and so it's not like a in your face shade to help you out with that as well. It doesn't have to be a bright white. So now let's throw some mascara on and complete this look and do a lip and see how we're feeling about it. I think you guys are really gonna like the outcome. All right, guys. There's the eye look. Let's throw some color on the lips to just finish it off. I'm a big sucker for a nice dark lip. This is Cutie Fruity from ColourPop. It's just a tint lip crayon. It's kind of a darker one. It's one of my favorites. I'm a sucker for a dark lip. I think it's just the right amount of dramatic. All right, guys, there's my look. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment down below. And good luck with those hooded eyes, mamas. I hope this helped a lot. And I'll see you guys on the next one.